stack percentage discounts in the online price estimator. I have been scouring the internet literally all day trying to see if anybody else had this problem. Clearly, nobody else had this problem, and a couple of the solutions I found involved JavaScript, which is fine, but for the purposes of the students in the online price estimator, I didn't want to deal with JavaScript or anything that would be a little too complicated. I am totally of the position that if you can copy and paste, that you can make one of these yourself for your business. You do not need to know how to code or know JavaScript developer language or any of that. So I was trying to figure out a way in which we could apply multiple discounts to someone's subtotal to give them the final price by percentage though. We obviously can do that with just a dollar amount. That's the cute, quick, and straightforward way. But as a percentage, it's a little more tricky, and that's what it took me all day to figure out. So I finally got it, and I am going to go ahead and show you what I did and how it looks once you're done. So this is our little bare bones template that I made. This is just a base template just for the purpose of showing you how to do these percentage discounts. So obviously we're gonna go ahead and in Adobe Acrobat Pro, this is the web version. I'm gonna go ahead and click Edit Web Form in my form, and then it's gonna show me all my fields. So of course we have our little services and add-ons. These are just our main categories. If I double click it, you can see services. I just did a sample service for $50 and a sample service for $100. Our export values are $50 and $100. So when the person goes to your website or your landing page, they'll be able to just click a drop down and choose which service they want. Then the same thing on the add-ons. They would just choose an add-on 10 or 20, or they could just not choose any add-on, just leave it defaulted to select. Then the fun part, we get into our discounts. So we want discounts based on percentage, not dollar amount. So instead of saying, pay a deposit of $25, it will be a deposit of 25% or 50%. In this case, we did 50%. So if I double click that, you'll see that this part is what their options will be. So the client will be on your website, and when it's time for them to select the discount, did they pay their deposit or not? Yes, they paid their deposit. It's going to give like a little clue that it'll take 50% off. No, they didn't pay the deposit. It's not going to take any money off. So this is the important part. Our export values is going to be 0.5 and 0. I was struggling with this all day long. I was actually trying to do the calculation in the export values. Adobe Acrobat is not going to read that. So you just need to have regular whole numbers. You can use a decimal point, that works. But when it comes to doing multiplication and dividing and all of that, it's just not going to do it. It will still give you a dollar amount. So I just did 0.5 because it's going to be 50% of 100, which is, think of 100 as our total price. Even if our total price is 500, one makes a whole, 100 is a whole number. So our deposit is going to be 0.5, which would be 50%. And then if they did not pay a deposit, they're not going to have any money deducted percentage wise at the end. So that is our basic setup for paying a percentage deposit. We're going to click OK. Same thing with a loyalty reward. So this is going to be 15% off or no reward available. Just depends on what they're going to select. If they select that they get 15% off because they know they have a loyalty reward, let's say, for example, you've automatically emailed them once they reach the threshold to get the 15% off. So they already know they have a loyalty reward. Then they got that 0.015. So this would be 15% of 100. Okay. So it wouldn't be 0.15, it would be 0.015. And then of course, if they have no reward available, then it will be 0. That will be deducted at the end. Same difference. I hate when people say that. Same thing here for the referral discount. We made this one 10%. Same deal. 0.10 would be 10%, and then 0 would be no reward available. Our gift card was a little bit easier because it is a dollar amount. a $25 gift card, you just literally put the number 25, the number 50, and you keep it pushing. And whatever your numbers are, they don't have to be these numbers. You don't have to name it that. You don't literally have to even do any of that. You can not even offer discounts or gift cards, but anywho. So that's how that's set up. Subtotal, that's an easy one. That's just literally going to be our services field and our add-on field. So these drop downs up here, that's just these two things added together. Simple, simple, simple. Now for the fun part, because we were not able to do our calculations up here, we have to do our calculations in our final price field. So we're going to go ahead and open that up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So subtotal, which again, that's just literally our services fields and our add-on fields. That's what our subtotal is. Then we're going to multiply that by our discount fields, but only the percentage ones, because that's exactly why we put those decimal points in there when we were doing our export fields, because we're going to need to multiply our subtotal by those decimal points. So when you put these field names in here, it multiplies them by the decimal points. I'm actually going to go ahead and copy that because I'm going to take it out of here, and I'm going to show you how I did it without losing what I wanted to do. So we're going to clear this out, and we're going to go to fields. We're going to double click subtotal. Then we're going to multiply that. That's the little star. I clicked it twice. My bad, y'all. Now, just like in algebra class, we need parentheses so we can group these calculations together. So all of our percentage-based fields need to be grouped together inside of these parentheses, or you can call them brackets, whatever you want to call them. You need to group all your percentages into the brackets. So now that we got that, we know our percentage fields are testing 1, 2, that's what I named it, referral, and loyalty. Gift card is a dollar amount, so we're not putting that in the brackets. Only your percentages go in the brackets. Okay, so go ahead and double click testing or whatever your first percentage field is. Then you're going to click that minus sign because we're taking percentages off. Remember, we're giving them more discounts. So if they're stacking the discount, you're getting discount number 1. Then we're going to take some more money off when we do discount number 2. So then we're going to go ahead and click loyalty. Then we're going to go click the minus sign again, and our third percentage will be our referrals. So we'll click referrals, and then we'll close our bracket because that's it, right? Okay. Now we got all of our percentages grouped together. Now we can go ahead and deduct anything they took off for a gift card if they have a gift card. And I think I need to add a no gift card available option, but we'll do that in another video another time. So then you got all of this in here, right? You're going to click check syntax to make sure it makes sense and that it's going to function properly. Then you're going to hit OK. You're going to hit OK one more time, and then scroll up, double check anything you need to double check. Go up here in the top right and click save. All right, so it's saved. And we're going to get our code. We're going to click copy, and then we're going to open up our test form and see if it works like we need it to work. So we're going to go and click our service, which is $100. We're going to do the $20 add-on. And now it's time. Well, you see our subtotal has our 120, right? Okay, good. Now it's time to see, did they pay a deposit? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. We're going to say yes, they did. As you can see, it takes off 50%. Splits that 120 into $60. That's going to be what their final price would be if they paid a deposit. If they have a loyalty reward, no reward available, leaves it the same. If they click 15% off, look, it takes 15% off of their total. Now, mind you, it is taking 15% off of the total after they've paid their deposit. So that's going to be 15% off of $60, not 15% off of their subtotal altogether. And then their referral discount, 10% off, that's another 10%. Now we are at $57. Do they have a gift card? $25. Now it has deducted it, dropped it all the way down to $32. If they had a $50 gift card, they would only have to pay $7. Same thing. So that is how you do stackable percentages in the online price estimator. This one was a doozy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It had me in a chokehold for most of the day. But if you have anything that you're thinking about, can you do this in the online price estimator? Please ask me if it's possible. I will clearly take my whole day to rack my brain to see if we can make it work and see if I can make it easy without you having to code anything or look all over the internet or get on Stack Overflow like I was. Thank y'all for participating. Thank you for watching. I'm going to put this video up public so anybody who's not in the course can see the type of troubleshooting I do in the lengths and the ends of the earth that I go to for my students in the online price estimator course. I will see y'all next time.